Okay. Hi, everyone. So we're going to get started. So, as you know, we have Sarah on tonight with us. And I'm going to go pull this up because I totally didn't write it down. Okay. So, it's kind of going to go the same as, oh my gosh, your daughter just scared the crap out of me. Okay. All right. So Sarah, just kind of like tell us like who you are, where you're from, and kind of like how you got started with the business.
Okay. So I'm Sarah Niermann. I am, here, I'll turn this light on. Well, it doesn't help that much. Yeah, I'm Sarah Niermann. I am a triple diamond leader with It Works. I've been with the company for, since March of 2014. So I don't know if that's like 29 months now. But let's see. I'm from a small town in northern Illinois. I actually went to high school with Jade Hooper, Brooke Dyer, Morgan Griffin, a lot of other, Lisa Farber, a lot of triple diamonds and above. We all went to high school together. And, you know, I joined It Works. I started off as a loyal customer, actually. So what happened for me was I was in college. I was actually in graduate school getting my master's degree. My husband and I had just gotten engaged, and we were planning our wedding. And I was working 2 jobs. One of them was at Buffalo Wild Wings. I had gained a lot of weight, and I just decided that I needed to lose weight, and working out and eating healthy were not cutting it for me. I needed a little something extra. And all of a sudden, this girl that I used to go to high school with that I never really talked to added me on Facebook as a friend, and I accepted. And it was like a day later, she messaged me and was like, whoa, like long time no talk. How have you been? I saw that you got engaged. Congratulations. And she just chatted with me. And then I started paying attention to her posts, and I saw her posting about this crazy rap thing. And I talked to my roommate. I was like, do you know what this crazy rap thing is? Like, this girl that I went to high school with is posting about it on Facebook. I've never heard of it before. And she's like, oh yeah, my sister had like a party or an event one time, and I got wrapped, and they definitely work. I was like, okay, I think I'm going to try that. So I messaged her. I ended up signing up as a loyal customer that night. I tried the wraps for a month. I did not take before and after pictures. I ate like crap, like after I wrapped, so I didn't really get any results. And then my second month I ordered different products. My third month I ordered different products. And then all of a sudden I saw her posting about this bonus if you went diamond in your first few calendar months. And I ended up reaching out to her, and I just said, hey, so my husband and I are pretty broke, or my fiance and I, we're pretty broke. Like, I love these products. I love the idea of them, but I can't really afford to keep using them. And we could really use an extra $10,000. Like, I don't know how possible it is to earn that or anything like that, but how do I get started doing this? And she told me about the costs to start, and I asked her questions for like 3 hours. I was one of those super annoying potential distributors where I was like, so if I get $10,000, can I quit after? And different things like that. And we just kept, I was like, is this like, are you scamming me right now? This isn't something that I'm just going to lose all of my money, right? Like, I'm not going to go broke doing this. And she answered all my questions, and I was finally like, okay, let's do this. I don't really have $99, but I've got a credit card that's pretty much maxed out, so let's just use that. And I signed up that day, and it was just, I saw that $10,000 bonus for going diamond. I thought that would be awesome, but I didn't really know if it was possible or anything. So really, realistically, anything that would allow me to quit my part-time job waiting tables, so like $300 to $500 a month, would just be amazing. I could have more time to myself. I could focus on school more. And we would have that extra income. You know, maybe someday I figured it could grow to where by the time we have kids a few years down the road, I could be a stay-at-home mom, which I always planned to do. And I wouldn't have to sacrifice an income for it. So that was just kind of my goals going into it and how I got started.
Okay, awesome. So a lot of people, there's a few people on here that just joined, and they're they're working towards that $5,000 bonus, like for going diamond. So when you enrolled like with diamond in mind, like that's what you were shooting for?
Yeah.
Were you terrified?
Well, yeah. So I asked my enroller, I said, so how hard is it to go diamond? And she's like, oh, it's not really that hard at all. Like I'm on the verge of going diamond right now, and I've only been doing it for a few months, but you can absolutely make it happen. And I ended up signing up. She tagged me in a bunch of stuff. And then I was like, okay, so how do I actually go diamond? Like, how do I get this $10,000 bonus? And she showed me the diamond chart, and I was like, no, I can't do that. I was like, there's no way I can find 24 people in the next month to join this business. And my enroller, she didn't really help me. Like after she signed me up, she tagged me in like 26 files. And I went to work that night, and I didn't really have any clue what I was doing. I printed out the compensation plan. I read it. I had no idea what it meant. I printed out some charts. I didn't really know what they meant. But I was like, well, I'll just start like posting and talking to people and see what happens. And I know my first goal is get 4 loyal customers, so that's what I'll focus on. But, me getting started, I'm one of those people who I was really worried about other people's opinions of me. So when I first started, I'm from a very small town of very judgmental people who are in everybody's business. So I did not have very much support from friends that I grew up with. I did not have very much support from my friends from college. I wasn't getting very much support from my family. And I made a lot of excuses for myself. And I ended up saying, you know what, it's not really worth it. Like, I guess I don't really need that $10,000 bonus. I'll aim for Ruby. And I didn't work as hard as I could have. And Ashley Mirth actually joined at the very same time as me. And she jumped in and she saw that and she was like, I'm getting that $10,000 bonus. And she got it. So she worked hard. She did what she needed to do to get it done. Where me, I was worried about what people thought. I wasn't willing to talk to the people that I was nervous about talking to. I wasn't willing to have a party. So I was just very much stuck in my comfort zone and not willing to leave it, not even for $10,000. So it took me longer to really wake up to what this business could do for me.
How long did it take you to promote to diamond after you enrolled?
10 months.
Okay. So you started off and had the good bonuses, but you didn't earn it that time around. You earned it the next time around.
Yeah, actually.
You earned a good bonus, right?
Yeah, I earned them after. So what ended up happening was I joined, I kind of like hemmed and hawed and drug my feet getting started and had one foot out the door like, oh, well, if this doesn't work by this date, and I'm not making this amount by this time, then I'll just quit. And I mean, obviously when you have that kind of mentality, nobody's going to want to join your team because people can tell when you're not 100% committed. So I got in and I was, like I said, one foot out the door. Quitting was in the back of my mind as a possibility. And then I was like, well, you know what? Why don't I sign up my husband? And then maybe I can get him to diamond and we can get the $10,000 bonus for him. So I signed him up and started doing the same thing. And my mentality wasn't there. I was not somebody who could operate on faith. Like if it wasn't touchable, if I couldn't see it as very logical and rational and possible, then it just didn't make sense to me. So it took a long time for me to wake up to it. And then I finally gave in. Leaders had been talking about watching the movie The Secret for months. And I was like, I'm not watching some dumb movie. Like, I don't know what that is, but I'm not watching it. It sounds stupid, like law of attraction. It just sounds like ridiculousness. So I'm not even going to bother. So I didn't watch it. And then it was like 4 or 5 months in, I finally did. And I was like, all right, so what if this is all for real? Like, what if The Secret actually works? And I started putting it to good use. And I just said, you know what? Quitting is no longer an option. I am all in. I'm committed. In all of my posts, I was just faking it. Like, I was like, I'm going to be a diamond at the end of this month. I'm getting this bonus. I'm going to make $2,000 a month from my phone. This is such an amazing company. I'm so excited. I'm having an awesome time. And I just posted like that, super excited, passionate. Like, it was basically like I was yelling at people through my Facebook posts that I was so excited. And I did that for like a week. And after I did that every single day, multiple times a day for a week, all of a sudden I got 4 messages out of the blue in the same weekend. And all of these people signed up as distributors, like out of nowhere. And after I signed up those 4, it was that month that I went Ruby. And then I had my goal set on Diamond. I was like, that's the rank that I joined to make or joined to hit. There may not be a bonus for it anymore, but I'm still going for Diamond. And every month I just posted about how I was so excited to be a Diamond every single day and what it was going to do for my family and how much money it was going to make me and how awesome this business was. And more people were just buying into my excitement. And it was, I went Ruby in my 6th month, and it was 4 months later that I went Diamond. But what ended up happening was 2 months after I went Ruby, I woke up, so I went Ruby in September. I woke up on November 1st and they brought back that bonus for going Diamond. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get a second chance at this bonus that I missed when I first started. And I was like, that's it. I'm going Diamond this month. I'm making it happen. And I worked as hard as I could. I was getting out of my comfort zone. I was talking to more people, posting more, and this was the time that I was going to be defending my thesis for my master's. So I had more work on my plate than ever before. But I was like, I'm getting this $10,000 bonus that I joined to make in the first place. Like, it is not a coincidence that I'm getting a second chance at this, that I never gave up because I missed this bonus. I'm going to keep fighting for it. So I was fighting and fighting and fighting, and I didn't end up hitting it. But I promoted to Emerald that month. And then the next month was December. I woke up December 1st, and they extended the bonus. So I was getting another chance to get this.
Extend the bonuses.
Yeah. So I was getting another chance to get this $10,000 bonus. So I was just working as hard as I could all month long, the month of December. And I ended up actually just barely maintaining Emerald. It was actually at like midnight on December 31st. I enrolled like 3 customers on my way to a New Year's Eve party. And they ended up being just enough for me to maintain Emerald. So I missed it again. And then I woke up January 1st and they said, guess what? We're doing it again. Like, you get another chance at this $10,000 bonus. It's like, this is my month. Like, this is when it's happening. It's absolutely happening this month. I'm going to keep working hard. And you guys, I never let up. Every single time that it felt like that bonus, like, shoot, I'm going to miss it again. I'm not going to get Diamond again. It didn't matter. I was fighting right up until midnight at the end of that month. And it just set me up even better for the next month. So January, I woke up, they extended this $10,000 bonus. I knew I was going to get it that month. And I went to conference. And at the end of conference, they announced that not only were they extending that bonus, they decided to extend it till March 31st. So I was going to have even more time, but I knew I was going to hit it that month. They doubled it. So it was now a $20,000 bonus. And I had missed that bonus so many times, but I kept fighting. I never gave up. So I just kept working towards it, and I ended up, instead of getting a $10,000 bonus the month that I joined, I got a $20,000 bonus, 10 months later. So it was absolutely insane. And then I had been working so hard to get my husband and me both there that my husband was set up for a promotion, not only to Diamond, but to Double Diamond. And I was, right there in the ring to promote to Triple Diamond. It was hard work, but I'd worked so hard for all of those months, and then I got this $20,000 bonus going Diamond, and then over the next 2 months, I worked my butt off, and I ended up going Triple Diamond, and my husband went Double Diamond. So total over those 2 months, we earned $150,000 in bonuses.
That's so good.
Yeah, it was serious. It was insane, and I was like, I am so glad that I never gave up, that I never stopped working hard, that I finally decided to get out of my own way and just work the business.
So it took you a year to get to Triple? A little over a year?
Yeah, it was like my 1-year anniversary, I think, that I promoted.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. But and all of those promotions that I was fighting for, I wasn't fighting for them because of a bonus. I decided I wanted to go Diamond because of the leadership title, because if you've ever read the compensation plan, there are amazing daily bonuses that you get as a Diamond. Yeah, like it's not this $5,000 bonus is just a cherry on top. Diamond it unlocks the whole compensation plan for you. It gives you a license to print money. So you want to go Diamond right away.
I'm telling you guys.
Yeah.
Diamond is like game changer.
It is. Yeah. My life changed when I went Diamond. And after, so I was fighting hard for a Diamond all that time, even when there wasn't a bonus on the table. So that then all of a sudden there was this bonus on the table. And not only that, but it was double the one that I ever expected or hoped that I could earn. And I had been working so hard, so I was set up for it. And then not only set up for that, but set up for future promotions to ranks that I never saw myself being at. And guys, those annual income by rank charts with those numbers for triple diamond, you know, $10,000 a month, presidential diamond, $16,000 a month, those are real. Okay, those are real numbers. And I did not believe it until those numbers were going into my bank account month after month after month. But you pick a number on there and you fight for it every single day, like your life depends on it, your family depends on it. And it might not happen in your timing, but in whatever timing it happens in, it will be perfect for you.
So I didn't tell you I was going to ask you this, but like you talk about like faith and stuff in your posts. So you were saying that like when you first started, like if you couldn't like see it and touch it, then it wasn't real. So is that something that like has come into your life like since being in the business?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've never been a person of faith. I've always been a person of logic and questioning and science. And my husband is he is fully a Christian. He will tell anybody that on the street. And he's always been all about faith and like dragging me to church. And I was like, fine, I'll go to church, but I'm not going to like it. And it's not going to be fun. So we were going, and I was really taking church in more as like inspirational stuff and positive mindset kind of things for a while. And then I watched The Secret, and that really got me like pumped up. And that was something I was like, no, that makes sense. Like me putting that energy out there, like, and getting it back, you're just setting yourself up for that success. Like that rationally makes sense to me. But then it was when I actually went to conference, you know, and after I'd been fighting through this business and you know, it wasn't really faith that got me to start throwing myself into this business. It was logic, because I was looking at people who were succeeding, and I was thinking logically that those people are not different from me. Those are real people. If these are real people that are earning these incomes, like Jade Hooper, I went to high school with Jade Hooper. I know Jade Hooper. If Jade Hooper can pay cash for a brand new car and buy a house with It Works income, I should be able to do that, you know, or I should at least be able to do a fraction of that. Mm-hmm. So that was what made it make sense to me. And I was just kind of operating on that fake it till you make it, you know, until my head caught up to my heart kind of work ethic. And that's what my posts were all about. And I was just saying how excited I was about this and what it was going to do for me. And I didn't know if it was going to really happen or anything, but I just kept talking about it. And then it was really at conference that, you know, after I had been fighting for this promotion to Diamond for so long, because $2,000 a month after taxes was exactly what I was making at my full-time job. So $2,000 a month, the average monthly Diamond income would be exactly enough for me to be able to quit my job and follow my husband for his career. So I decided that Diamond was the goal. I was fighting for it every single month. And the fact that I missed a bonus but continued faithfully fighting for my business without realizing that it was on faith, you know, and then to be rewarded by a second chance at that $10,000 bonus, and then a third chance at it, and then a fourth chance at it. And then not only that, but them doubling it, and me being able to earn that, and me working so hard and having this opportunity to earn $150,000 in bonuses, and going to conference and being surrounded by these incredible women, and, you know, going to a worship service at conference, just, you know, with open eyes, just to see what I thought about it. And having this amazing worship leader give an incredible, incredible sermon. And just the music was awesome, and the prayers were awesome, and the everything that he said was just hitting home with me. And I was like, this is not an accident. You know, I officially am a believer. Like, I get it. This is me being rewarded for being faithful, even though I didn't know that I was being faithful to something. And I since then have, you know, tried to remain faithful in all things. I believe in God. I am a Christian. I go to church every Sunday, and that is absolutely because of this business and what I have been given through this business.
I love that. I could just listen to you talk all day. So
I say because I could probably talk all day.
me too. So you said that, so you were saying that, you like started posting about this $2,000 bonus, and you signed up 4 distributors that one like weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
So how did you get them started? How do you like get your new distributors started when you sign up new people?
So it's always been a learning process for me because me personally, my enroller didn't really train me. You know, she got me in. Yeah, she got me in. She tagged me in a bunch of stuff. She welcomed me to a team page. And then I was basically on my own. And so to begin with, that's what I thought everybody needed. You know, I was like, well, if I can do this and that's all the training that I got, and that was my example, I would just enroll distributors. I'd tag them in a bunch of stuff and I'd say, okay, let me know if you need anything. And no surprise, like all of them quit really quickly. So I took a step back and I was like, all right, maybe I'm not getting them started the right way. So I started getting on YouTube and watching videos about new distributor training and how people get distributors started. I watched the eSuite Training Academy videos to see how the company gets them started. And I just started putting together kind of a checklist of what I wanted to go over with my new distributors. And it started with a lot of stuff because I'm big on information. I love knowing everything about everything. But I overwhelmed a lot of my new distributors because I was like, so this is how you get fast start qualified, and this is how you earn free product, and this is how you start getting distributors, and this is how you promote to Ruby, and how you promote to Emerald, and how you promote to Diamond. And I had like a 30-day plan for what you could do every single day at one point. I've tried.
Everyone was having heart attacks.
Yeah. They signed up. They're like, no, I don't want to do this. It was like a 30-day plan to Diamond or a 90-day plan to Diamond.
People are like, I can't do this. What is this?
Well, and I think I had gotten it from a different upline, but I don't know. I think it was like being beta tested, and I just ran with it. And she was like, that was a bad idea. Let's not do that. So I've tried lots of different stuff. I've tried, making a couple training videos and just sending them a little list of training videos to get them started. I've tried just doing one training video. I've done a new distributor scavenger hunt. Like, I've tried lots of different stuff. And what I've learned is that really every single person has a different personality, and they're going to have a different learning style. So everybody's going to need a different getting started technique. I have girls who get in and they're like, just shut up. I know what I'm doing. And take off. And then I've had people who are like, what is eSuite? I got this email, and they're like freaking out, and they need their hand held. And then there's everything in between. So what I'm doing right now is I really wanted to get back to basics because the company they know what they're doing. They know how to get people started. They know how to make this business simple and duplicatable. And that's why we have the steps to success. So every new distributor, I made the mistake, I didn't see the steps to success until I was like 6 months in. And I was like, I don't need to do that. Like, I'll just fill my chart. That's how I run my business. But then I was getting new distributors who they didn't understand promoting, and that would overwhelm them looking at a chart. So I've started retraining my existing distributors with the steps of success, and I'm training my new distributors with it. I get them on a video chat. I get to know them for a couple of minutes, why they joined the business, what they are wanting out of this business. Are they trying to quit a job? What's their monthly income goal? They want to stay home with their kids. And I kind of do that too, so that they can start formulating their own why, so that they know what they're fighting for in this business. And then I say, okay, that's awesome. I'm so excited for you. So here's the first thing. Do you want to get this $500 Ruby bonus? And if they say yes, really, if they say no, like, I don't know if I can do that, I just say, okay, that's fine. Let's get you on eSuite. We'll log you in there. I walk them through logging into eSuite, and then I have them go into the document library, and I say, print this out right now. Print it out right now, right? Like, the end of the month date on the top here. Or if they join at the end of the month, I'll say, like, this can be your goal for your first 30 days. I say, write a date up here, like at most 30 days from now. This is your goal for your first 30 days, okay? Or if possible, get it done this month. But this is your roadmap to getting your $500 bonus. And once you get it done this month, you do it again. You do it again month after month after month. And these promotions are just going to happen. You're going to be building a successful business. Every one of these blanks that you fill in, that's $100 for you. Every one of these blanks that you fill in, that's setting you up for $100. That's earning you commissions. And then every time you enroll a distributor, you're going to teach them how to do these 3 steps too. And then I say, okay, so to get these steps filled, what we're going to do, we're going to plan a launch party for you 7 to 10 days from now. I've built my business 99% on social media because I'm patient. Building a business on social media takes a lot of time, and a lot of people are going to get frustrated and discouraged before they'll ever see results with it. So I'm starting to get my new distributors planning their launch party within 7 to 10 days of joining, because that's when their business builder kits are going to come in. So I have like a template for how I book parties, which is super simple. I shared it in the Boom Time page, but it's literally just go to your closest friends and family that are local to you and say, I need to do a party. I'm working on a really huge goal. It's going to be a huge help for my family, and I would really appreciate your support. What night this week would you be free? Like, I don't give them an option to say no thanks or I can't. Like, what night this week would you be free? And you're going to ask a lot of people. And once you run out of those people, you can reach out to more distant friends who live nearby. And then once you run out of those people, just post, I'm looking to, give away free samples or like a free wrap to anybody who wants to have a few friends over in the next 7 days and hear about these products. And those are just all the ways that they're going to get leads for booking parties. Book the party, and then I tell them how to go through the party, which is basically...
You go launch them, or you just show them how to launch?
If they're local to me. So I actually have a distributor who is about an hour from me. And I told her, I said, book a party this weekend and I will come and I will run your launch party. And then from there on out, you'll be able to run your own parties. And then I have another distributor who's up from where my parents are from, which is like 5.5 hours from me. But I just say, well, I'm going to go up and see my parents on this weekend, have your launch party that weekend, and I will, launch you at that point, and then you can run them from there then on out. But otherwise, if they're not local to me, I just explain to them exactly how I do a party. I also do like team virtual wrap parties, which I do on Facebook Live. And that way, that's literally how I do
Facebook Live.
Yeah. So that's literally how I would do a wrap party in person. So I just explain to them how to do that. And I tell them how to book their next party using that party. And I say, if you do like maybe 2 parties, that could fill your steps to success, honestly. 2 parties. Every time I do a party, I get at least 4 loyal customers, and it's usually about 400 BV in orders. So yeah, just think about if you could get 5 distributors and you can launch all of them with a launch party, and every single one of them get their steps to success done by doing 2 parties before the end of August, that's diamond. That's diamond right there. And parties were so scary for me at first. And I just decided, you know what, I need to get over myself. And I had my first one the month that I went diamond, because I was like, I'm getting this $20,000 bonus. Like, I am not letting anything stop me. Like, parties be damned, I'm going to do it. And I called my mom. I was like, have some coworkers over, have some ladies from church over. She invited like 20 people, and I think 6 came. And all 6 of them ended up becoming loyal customers that day. And it was scary, and I was sweating, and I was like, my nerves were on, like, just going crazy. I drank a lot of water. I had a glass of wine before anybody came. And it just ended up being so easy. Like, everybody was super understanding. If they had a question I didn't know the answer to, I'd just be like, you know what, hang on. And I'd either message an upline or in the team page, or I'd look it up on the website and I could describe it to them. I had somebody ask me what the difference between a pre and probiotic was. And I was like, I don't know. Let me Google it. So I Googled it and told them the answer that Google said. So it didn't have to be a scary thing. Like, people are not going to be mean or sitting there like on their phones ignoring you or anything. Like, they're there because they're interested. and they're either genuinely interested in the products or they're genuinely interested in supporting you. So just be excited about it, have fun with it, and yeah, 2 parties a month, that fills your steps to success most likely. And if you could get everybody that you enroll to do 2 parties in their first month, that's them doing their steps to success, and that's you going diamond very quickly.
So how do you me personally, like I do everything on social media. So like I've been doing this for over a year now. I've never done a party.
Yeah.
So do you just do parties for like friends and family and then launch your people, or do you find people that want to do parties?
Well, so it's started, like my mom was my first party the month that I went diamond. And then I didn't do parties anymore. I just did social media. My husband and I, we moved like 4 times in the last year for his job.
Yeah.
So it was really hard finding people who were local to me, or as soon as I would find someone local to me, it was, then we were moving before I could book anything. And then we were living somewhere a couple months ago, and I ended up going to my mom and I said, can you have another party for me and just invite some of the invite different people than last time. And actually some people who were already loyal customers came because they wanted to hear about new products that we had.
Nice.
And they ended up ordering more. And I got more new loyal customers, and I got a couple of them who were interested in the business actually and have since signed up as distributors. And then I had my mother-in-law host one, and I got like 3 loyal customers there. And then I had been talking to my hairdresser where we had been living about It Works. Like I wear my It Works stuff everywhere I go. I walked in, I was getting my hair done. She's like, oh, you do that It Works stuff? And I said, yeah. And she was asking me about some of the products. And I mean, hairdressers have to talk to you, and they're going to be
I was a hairdresser before this.
Right. So she's just talking to me and asking me questions. And I kept talking about it and how awesome it was for my husband and I, and what it had done for us and what it was going to do for us. And I ended up just leaving that day, and I said, is it okay if I add you as a friend on Facebook? And if you decide that you want to order anything, you can talk to me that way. And then like, if I want to book again another appointment, I can just contact you through there instead of through the salon. She's like, yeah, sure. So I added her as a friend. And like 2 weeks later, she messaged me about the products. And I said, why don't you, like, you're wanting to try all these products, why don't you sign up as a loyal customer and you can have a party? We live a few minutes away from each other. Why don't you have some friends over? And if any of your friends order stuff, you're going to get free stuff for all of those referrals. So we ended up doing it that way. And at the end of her party, she's like, you know what? I think I want to be a distributor. So that was basically her launch party then.
That's awesome.
So yeah. And what I'm working on now is on Instagram and Facebook, you can search people by location. Mm-hmm. So I'm searching for people who are in my area to add as friends, to get as followers on Instagram. And I'm going to, once I get, a good following from those people and get a good number of friends, I'm going to start posting. Like if you live within an hour of my town that I live in and you want to try some products for free, comment below or message me. And then I'm scheduling parties with them. And that way I'm doing the parties in my area. That's going to get me enrollments. And when I'm getting distributors who are sharing with me at parties and signing up at parties, then it's just easier to say, okay, let's book your launch party. It's going to be just like this. Then they've already seen it once. They see how easy it is. They know it's successful. And I can start, helping them book parties. And it's still going to be in the area. And I mean, I live near St. Louis, but in my town alone, I've met some of the people, and so many people have not heard of It Works. And I'm right next to a big city. So, there's so many people in your area who would be open to trying a wrap for free or trying free. I do sample parties. So I always have Wow, Greens on the Go, Greens Shoes, Energy, and wraps. And I just say, if you want to try any of this stuff, I don't let people try the supplements because it's not going to do anything.
Right.
But and ProFit. So I'll bring those different things and I'll let them try them and do kind of a sample party. And that way people know that they're going to get to try some stuff for free. They're really going to get to experience the products.
Right.
Get an idea of if they like the taste, things like that.
The smell. Some people are so big on smell with like skincare.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I bring the skincare line if anybody wants to try it. And you can do your parties around themes. There's so many different cool ways to do parties. I know people who do spa nights and they just focus on the skincare line. I bring the supplement bottles, not for people to try, but I let people smell them and I say, do you smell that? Like vitamins from the store don't smell like that. Our vitamins smell like plants. Like that's how you know that you've got good stuff made from real natural ingredients. So yeah, I'm really getting into booking parties in my area so that I can sign distributors in my area so that I can be launching them. But I'm also still using social media to be able to branch out farther away. So I'm still signing distributors on social media, still getting loyal customers on social media. And I'm using social media to meet people in my area so that I can be booking those parties, local to me.
Awesome. So, for the people, for people that are going diamond, I'm just going to everyone that's working towards diamond. So this is a diamond chart. Mm-hmm. So when you have a distributor that wants to go diamond and they're looking at this chart, what is your biggest tips that you give them on how to fill this? How to go diamond? Okay.
So I show them a blank chart and I say, okay, so you see, I have one right here. I say, so you see that, and that. That's 5 boxes. Those are the only 5 distributors that you actually have to enroll yourself. Or if you enroll your spouse and he's going to be your emerald, then you need to enroll the 4 distributors under him too. So maybe 9 distributors, or at least 5. And you can find 5 people that that need to make some extra money. So you find those 5 and then you launch them successfully and get them working on their steps of success. You need this person, the emerald, to help at least 2 people get started who complete their steps of success and go ruby. And then you need one of these people to complete their steps of success and go ruby. And then ideally these 3 qualified legs are also completing their steps of success. And then you've got more than enough to go diamond. But when you help,
perfect world.
Right. And so when you help 5 people join, and that's the other reason that I wanted to get into parties is if you've ever watched a video of somebody who went diamond in 30 days, Courtney Lavey did it using social media, but pretty much everybody else did it with parties. And, Courtney Lavey did it with social media and she was snagging people. It's hard on social media because people are so skeptical. People are skeptical. They can't absorb your passion or really understand it or really feel it. But when you're getting in front of somebody and talking to them about this business and how pumped you are about it and what it's going to do for your family, people are a lot more interested and want to jump on board and less skeptical. So I really, really recommend if you want to go diamond in 30 days, do parties. Maybe not exclusively parties, but it's going to be a lot of parties.
I have some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not, you don't have to enroll 24 distributors. You need to enroll 5 and you need them to get their steps of success done in the first 30 days. And the best way to help them get their steps of success done in the first 30 days is by getting them to do launch parties. That's just going to be the quickest way for them to do it.
You guys ready to party? We have a lot of people that are pushing for diamonds, so it's really exciting. So I think that kind of sums up what I wanted to go over with you. I'm really excited that you got on with us and kind of shared your tips and tricks of the trade with us. Does anyone have a certain specific question that you want to ask that we didn't touch base on? No, we're good. Everyone's good. Perfect. Well, Sarah, thank you so much for jumping on with us tonight. I really, really appreciate it. And I think the girls appreciate it too. Everyone was really excited. So
awesome. Well, yeah, I'm glad I could be on it. I hope I helped because most of the success that happens in this business is by trying things and making mistakes and learning from them. and not letting those mistakes, you know, hold you back or wear you down or make you feel discouraged. Like, I failed my way to triple diamond. I failed my way to $150,000 in bonuses. So
Yeah.
you know, push
Fail forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Joel Dunn always says, right? He's like, you're just failing your way forward.
Yeah, that's honestly what it is. I have made so many mistakes. Jade just did a video yesterday about all the like the truths of leadership or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's just so true. You know, she talks about she's offended people, she's annoyed people, she's overwhelmed people. And I've done all of those things too. I've had bad parties, I've had bad conversations. So you just need to get out there, talk to everybody, do everything that you can to be successful. And if, you know, if you're on the last day of the month and you're not going to hit that promotion, that's okay. Okay. So just push your way as close as you can possibly get before midnight. Hit whatever goal you can hit before midnight on the last day of the month, and wake up on the first ready to go to work at that same goal again. And you're working on that goal again, and you're just going to keep working on it month after month after month until you finally hit it. And even if it doesn't happen this month, it's not the end of the world. But here's the thing. The sooner it happens, sooner, you know, you're going to make $5,000. You're going to be making $2,000 a month. You're going to be earning all of these additional diamond bonuses that you get just as a diamond leader that are just incredible.
So good.
They're so awesome. This company seriously just throws money at us. And being a diamond leader means you get to get on calls with Jade. You know, we got to be on a Zoom with Pam Souter where she gave us like one-on-one training. It was very, very cool. We go on leadership retreats together. So get to diamond as soon as you can, but do not let yourself feel like a failure if you don't quite make it, because sometimes we just don't hit those goals on our timing. We hit them when we're meant to, but what we are meant to do is we are meant to work as hard as we possibly can to get there as soon as possible, and the rest will take care of itself.
Exactly. It's like what you guys that were on the call last week when I was on the call, and we talked about, like, you don't want it to be turning over to midnight and you being like, damn, I really wish that I worked harder this month because I didn't hit my goals that I wanted to hit.
Yeah.
Like, I pushed so hard for diamond in February, and I literally did not stop until after it turned midnight, and then I went to bed. And I didn't hit diamond. I hit it in March, but I like didn't sleep in February. Like, I pushed for it because I wanted that $20,000 bonus, you know. And we came up short by like $1,400 in orders, but you know, but I tried. I knew when I went to bed that night, like, I did everything in my power this month to make that promotion. And you know what, I'm going to be set up for next month. And then it happened next month. And like when Sarah was talking about with the steps to success, I can tell you that I enrolled in this business last May, and I never printed out my steps to success until December when I enrolled Jamie, and December was the first month that I ever filled out my steps to success in full. Yeah. So when I tell you guys to print it out so that you see it, it's because if you're not looking at it, it's out of sight, out of mind. So, you know, I went how many months with never completing my steps to success. And the first month I printed them out, I did it. And now I complete them every month at least once. Yeah. So it's like super important. And like that really is the roadmap to ambassador, is just doing the steps. Like it's super simple. And everyone, you know, we're human and we overcomplicate things because it's just what we do. But it really is as simple as just fill out your steps to success. If you can get one loyal customer a week and a distributor like every 10 days, then you've completed your steps. And then just teach them to do the same. Like Sarah said, have them log on to eSuite, have them print out their steps to success before their box even comes in the mail, so they have it, so they can start working on that, you know? Like I do something for like my personally enrolled, if they get their first 4 distributors or 4 loyal customers in 48 hours, I buy them a t-shirt from the It Works store. I do, you know, as like an incentive for them. And when you guys get to a point where you feel comfortable that you can, you know, spend $30, you know, on a t-shirt for your distributors, if they're hitting that goal, you know, in their first 48 hours, you guys can do stuff like that for your distributors. But
I do Blitz card lanyards too. And those are really cheap for you to do.
Yeah. I literally never wear my I have a thing like on my purse.
Yeah.
And then I have like my car wrapped, but I never like wear the lanyard thing.
Yeah, I don't anymore because I have like 30 It Work shirts. But when I could not afford an It Work shirt, I wore my everywhere. And yeah, I think it cost me like $3 or $4 to make.
Yeah.
So I just made a Blitz card lanyard and I wore it everywhere. And that's how I sold the wraps for my starter kit to like cashiers at Walmart and things like that. Like I would just wear it when I went out. So yeah, when I couldn't afford to buy my girls t-shirts, I would buy them Blitz card lanyards, gift if they got their 4 loyal customers right away.
Yeah, exactly. So, because that's like when we talk about like momentum and like, if you guys watch Jade's video that she made, I think earlier today when she was talking about like ignorance on fire, like that's just like getting up and like going. Like you want your girls to enroll and like you don't want to throw too much at them. You want to throw just enough at them so they can just go and start working their business and start talking to people. Like you don't want them caught up on trying to watch 30 videos and, you know, read through the whole compensation plan, because it's kind of terrifying when you think about it. And like, I definitely went through a point after I went diamond where I was like trying to overtrain my new distributors and it didn't work out in my favor. So now we're like going back to just the basics where it's like, okay, print out your steps to success. Your first goal is to get your first 4 loyal customers. So I want you to make a list of every person that you know, go through your phone, go through your Facebook friends, everyone that you can reach out to and say, hey, I need your support with this. And you're going to get your 4 customers if you reach out to everybody. Like you're going to, if you talk to every single person that you could possibly reach out to, you will get those 4 customers. So that's like where it all starts. And when you get those first 4 customers in your first like week, you're just like on cloud 9. Like it's the best feeling. And then you get that first distributor and you're like, oh, like this is so awesome. Like I just signed up a distributor. Like I got to help them get some customers. I'm going to get this $100 bonus. And like, you just get that momentum going. And before you know it, like your team's exploding and you're getting bonuses and, you know, you're getting weekly bonuses and your paycheck's growing and, you know, your volume's growing. And like, I remember the first time I saw my volume in eSuite go over 10,000 and I was like, holy shit, like this is crazy.
Yeah. And
then I look at like the volume to main train triple and I'm like, I don't even know like what I would do with that much volume.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's like print out your steps to success and like just hit the ground running. Like that's what you want your girls doing when you're enrolling people, is just have them print out their steps. Like Sarah said, like I've been getting my newbies on a Zoom like this, so I can screen share with them, walk them through their eSuite, show them their website, tell them to kind of go through that for a little while and like get familiar with the different products we have, and then start messaging people. And like I tell them, as you're going through and you're looking at the different products, if you see something that you're like, oh, I think like my Aunt Sue could really use that product, write down her name so you contact her in the product, so that when you reach out to her and ask for her support, you can say, I think that, you know, this product would be really good for you. Is it something that you would want to try? You know, and that's just going to make it like easier. So, but no, this was really good. And I'm gonna go message people now. So my phone's like blowing up and now it's on 2%. So anyways, thank you guys for getting on. Thank you, Sarah, for getting on with us. This was really awesome. And I hope you guys took Sam's giving us a thumbs up. Awesome. So I hope you guys took some good information from this, and I will talk to you all later. Good night, guys.